It's me. This is me. I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm a youth. I'm good. That's the vibe.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just doing my thing.
It's very youthful. I love it. I love the look. I was just telling you before.
I'm doing it's a half dookie, half durag situation. Yeah, I'm revisiting my 20s.
You really look like a child today.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely.
And she's also a mentor and has so much to her name. So you want to stick around. You know, the youths are taking the lead. Now, also today being a Friday, we have yes.
Oh my gosh, and what a week it has been. So, Mwaka Mugala posted some very fire photos on
Yes,
Instagram,
we saw her
on Twitter.
sitting at the river. Sitting at the river.
Just need to come up with a song for everything.
I will meet you at the river.
I'm telling you,
That's
we
what I
must
was
meet
singing
her at the
when
river.
I saw those photos.
That's the first song that
I
came
was
to your
just like,
mind.
doom, 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 doom. Yes, Mwaka.
Guys, she delivered the sauce,
Yeah.
and I'll be showing you that a little bit later. Also, Wesley took a picture with Ambassador Wooly, right? So it's
Who is Ambassador Wooly now?
Ambassador
Educate
Wooly.
me.
He's the British ambassador to Zambia.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this photo is so random. It's so bad.
Oh.
Can Wesley catch a break?
I need to take these off.
Can
for a
she
second.
catch a break?
It's so bad. It
thought-
is bad.
I think we're going to talk about it because it's
I
good
mean,
stuff for
it's a
change.
dope pic, but it's a bad picture. Like
In terms of looks,
I'll show
You will explain. Yeah.
I'm always happy to see things first on Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Also,
I can't wait.
I hate to bring him up, but it looks like I have to.
Mm-hmm.
So Chela Tukuta posted a video of him dancing or whatever that was. I don't know, but there's something in the picture that made my
Hanks at all costs.
We
We love him.
We love
We love
Tom
him.
Hanks.
But somebody actually went and commented, they're like, Tom Hanks has friends here. What is
What is
Corona?
Corona?
I saw that
got
also.
this.
I saw that.
I'll share that post with you guys a little bit later as well. And Your Maps has a new song.
Yes, it's fire.
And
He's
it's
not
fire.
playing.
Guys,
Like he's
I don't
He's
know.
not
Your
playing.
Maps
Yeah.
doesn't know this, but he's about to be one of Zambia's
Yeah.
greatest legends.
We were
in music.
chatting actually yesterday on IG.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let's bring him on the show, right?
We have to.
Should we
have
get him
to,
next
yeah,
Friday?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Let's
if it's
do
gonna
it.
be in
Yeah,
the song,
I'll ask
I
him
think
to
we
come
can
through.
do it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's do
Let's
it.
get in. Speaking of people that are coming through, we have a photographer.
Yes. I mean, we all love having our picture taken. I mean, in this age of social media, we always need a fresh photo. Every single day. Video, you haven't given us a photo shoot in a while.
know.
Right,
I'm
come on now.
working on
Anyway, the
that.
photographer is here, so you can talk to him. We have
Yes.
Kefad from Horama Arts Photography, and he's a very gifted photographer. He shoots the stars and everyone alike. So we have him in the studio to talk more about that. Maybe we can get like a free photo shoot somewhere in the context of that.
I think we
Yeah.
need to trap him.
We'll
for a
trap
free
him
show.
nicely.
It's like photo shoots are not hard to get, but
Yeah.
the hard thing is themes.
Exactly.
That I'm
Things-
always thinking, like, I can't just go into the studio
Yeah.
and does
Yeah.
that. Nah.
Someone was
Yeah.
telling me, oh,
And the other hand has been here like this for 20 years.
And The Rock was always buttoning up and buttoning or
someone is
buttoning.
always
Yeah.
buttoning, yeah. Uh-huh.
They always doing that.
Yeah. Me, I'm always thinking, I'm always like,
Dipping
let's
back.
just think. Yeah.
Anyways, on the show, you know how we always do, we have a convo topic, and today's convo topic is so simple. We're talking dressing. Now, this came because whenever this artist Lizzo wears something, there's comments of people are always saying she doesn't dress for her body type. So what we're talking about is dressing for your body type versus dressing how you're comfortable. So what do you understand from those two terms? Dressing for your body type versus dressing how you're comfortable. What do you draw when you hear the two? So want to hear that from you. If you're watching off our Facebook Live, leave the comment on the live feed right now. And also, if you have the Mingotainment app, you can send us a voice note as well as text on that app. We want to hear what you think about dressing for your body type or dressing how you're comfortable. That's what we're having for the convo topic on the Diamond Connection right now. Now we're going to go on a short break, and when we get back, we get straight into the convo.
Happy berry me feel so fine. Real fruit, real juice.
And now introducing Appy in a can. Have a happy day.
Everybody listen up! You know how they say laughter's the best medicine? Well, it's also timeless, like these grown-ups taking a trip down memory lane. Maybe not so grown-up. I've also heard people saying that life is a comedy to those who think like a man. See what I did there? Stay connected for more hilarious moments all the way from Swamp World. Aren't they the cutest? We're here to keep you laughing your apples off. Go TV. Live it, love it.
Mwaiche, that's a big ball of delight grown up.
Dad, I got a big day ahead. First, I'm gonna show off my science experiment at school. Then, we have to wire the senior soccer team because they like too flattering us. Then, it's time to take out the rubbish again. Then, it's gonna be time to show off my gaming technique.
Mwaiche, that's nothing. I have to try and start the car again in the morning. Then I'll do a casquale to work because you know your dad is extra fit, car. I'll arrive at work without breaking a sweat. And then an hour in the gym. Bola punch, mates.
That's nothing. I have to be boss lady at the office, do all the shopping for the house, then I have to get my cooking skills on, and you know Vapongo she's for my setting, huh?
That's nothing.
We all
Trade Kings, improving lives. GoTV brings you more tension, more excitement, and more flair this March. It's top dogs against underdogs in the FA Cup, and as usual, you can never be too sure who to support. Another important game for Real Madrid as they look to secure another 3 points. With all the drama happening around Man City, will they be able to focus on getting the 3 much-needed points? Stay connected to GoTV for more nail-biting moments. GoTV, live it, love it. I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, you know.
Welcome back. You're watching the Diamond Connection. Now, getting started, we start off with our convo topic, and we're simply talking about dressing today. So, dress according. Well, I had posted that on my social media. I said, "Good morning, fam. Happy Friday. Let's talk dressing. What do you understand from the term dress for your body type, and what's the difference between that and dressing how you're comfortable?" So, dress for your body type and dressing how you're comfortable. What do you get from that?
Dressing for my body type would be the way I'm looking now. You know,
When
like
you know everything is in the right place.
yes,
it's
when you
popping.
know everything is in the right place. Like if I'm gonna wear a dress, I know I've got a bit of a belly. So what I'll do is I'll put on some Spanx if it's a bit too much. If I can't suck it in and the kalufumo is sticking out, I'm just like,
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
no.
No, thanks.
That for me is not even dressing for my body. But being comfortable would be in whatever makes me feel good, whatever makes me look good. And also, like, for me, my comfort zone are like my sweatpants and my t-shirts. Those are like extreme comfort.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like looking good, whatever just makes me feel sexy and comfortable. And with that comfort comes not me even thinking, oh my gosh, maybe my boobs are too much or my dress is too short. Then I know I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've answered the question right, but that's my interpretation of both, I think.
We've gotten comments from
Yeah.
people where they're like, "Oh, that's too short. That's a little too much."
But I'm
too fat."
comfortable in my short dress. Like I'm okay with showing. If I'm okay with showing half of my thighs or even slightly more than my thighs, like
This
What is the issue
Christian
here?
wardrobe of yours at home.
I
Will come
know,
and burn it.
I know, and I have such an unchristian wardrobe. Like, and I love it
You were
because I'm more
taught.
comfortable in it. Like for me, I'm comfortable showing my legs, but not too much the boob area because men just make it very uncomfortable. I feel like
They
the
don't look
thighs
here,
not
they
so
look here,
much.
yeah?
Yeah, but then if someone's supposed to be looking at your boobs and you're just like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, talk
Like,
to me.
My eyes are
And then
up here, not down here.
you actually become conscious because society like puts you in this construct
Yeah.
of what you should be, what you should be wearing. So it's a very difficult. I actually had that conversation with Malama this morning. Like we literally had a phone conversation, and I was like, I feel like wearing shorts. And her first instinct, she was like, yes, go for it. And she was like, but
Yeah, you're not
I don't
gonna,
know,
like,
because
I
you just don't know whose feathers you're really going to ruffle, and you have to be so conscious. So you want to dress comfortably, but at the same time you're thinking, what are people going to say? And then it becomes such a self-conscious thing. But when it comes bringing it back to the subject, I really do believe in dressing for your body type. I'm a firm believer in that. I feel like you always want to accentuate what's good.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you do something like that's deliberately just unflattering, then you just look unflattering. We all know our strong points and our weak points. Yeah, I know that I'm like 33, but the beer belly is already there. It's like I have a 33-year-old face and a 45-year-old stomach. So it's just like it's just like it's not happening. So you won't catch me dead giving you stomach life.
But that's the thing. You see,
I'll give
artists
you-
like Lizzo, she's so comfortable. Like
Yeah.
she
Listen,
and
I don't
she
even
shows
think.
it.
Sometimes I don't even think it's comfort.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm coming from a place where I used to be very big, and for me personally, it used to bug me. You know, it used to bug me. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm thinking, ish,
Yeah.
something
I-
has to change
has
here. You
to
want to
change,
wear
yeah.
something, but it's just not coming together
I
because
used to-
things are protruding. Your bust is this big. Like, it's just so hectic. It becomes so hectic. So I just strongly feel people should dress for their body. I know, I think, was it Wendy Williams that was attacked for, or was it, the fitness lady, Jillian or something like that?
Jillian Michaels.
Yes, she was attacked because she was just like, Lizzo, please.
Yeah.
No. And for me, I agree. I think what Lizzo is doing is too much.
Yeah.
You know what? This is herein lies the thing. I always make a case for Lizzo. Let me argue. No, I won't take it there. But I think with Lizzo, the thing is that she's trying to send out this message of body positivity, which I adore and love. Like and her whole thing is that if you can wear it, then I can wear it, and it shouldn't be a problem. But at the same time, I'm actually going to agree with you, Malama, because at the same time,
First time.
at the same time, I
Yeah.
feel like at the end of the day, yes, put on a bikini, Lizzo, do your thing, but put it on in there's bikinis that will flatter you even as big as you are.
Yeah.
Not to cover I'm not saying cover yourself or cover it up. We don't want to see you because you're fat. That's the problem. Where people come in there, like they think
People
we're trying to
become
tell
so
her we don't
sensitive.
want to see
Yeah.
her because she's a big girl. We don't want to see all those other extra things. So you must cover yourself up. It's not that. It's like even in your showing of self,
Do it
there's a way. There's some leotards, like, you know, she started wearing the leotards on stage. There's some leotards that she wears and it's just like, Mwana, it's not happening.
And
then there's
some,
some where
yes.
it's like proper.
Yeah.
It does her body good.
Yeah.
You know? So you need to find that fine line of where, even if I want to show everything, let me find a way that it will be constructed so nicely. That white dress she wore to the Grammys, the Versace, the white long dress with the slit and the fur, channeling Diana Ross. Gorgeous. I mean, yes.
Yes,
And she was
give
showing
us.
boob, she was showing leg, you know. It was tight fitting. Very nice, beautiful. But there's some other ones where it's just like,
There's
honey.
a line. To be
Yeah.
honest, there is a
And
line.
it's not
And
because
even
she's
I
fat, you
used
people.
to. Even I used
Anyone.
to know.
It's
Yes,
because
anyone.
it's the same for anybody.
It's just you yourself. You even know. I used to even know. I'm like, when short skirt, I'm like, this is too much fat
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
You know, or I couldn't wear. I'm telling you, it sounds funny, but this is like real.
Yeah.
You know, and I would literally just look at myself in the mirror and be like,
Yeah. Even for me
I
who
think
likes
this I need to draw a line somewhere.
even for me who likes challenging the status quo,
Yeah.
and I'm like, let me just put on this bum shot and go to granddaddy's. Sometimes there's once, believe it or not, there's once or twice I've been like, but this one is too short. Let me just change.
But
I'm
I feel like
okay.
even if Lizzo
I'm like,
says
police
that,
yourself.
she just
Yeah.
ignores it, and that's when she gives
Eh.
us the small bikini, the
Yes.
bum. I'm just
The
like, what are
thong
you doing?
to a game.
There
like,
is fitting. You can be a
Yes.
big girl and still look amazing.
Yeah.
gorgeous as long as you dress. And there's comfortable clothes even in that. Yes, I understand that some of us like to be nude. Okay, there's some people who are so free that they love to be naked. They don't mind it. But you also need to think about, unfortunately, you need to think about other people. And it's just like, pack it all in, honey. Pack it all in and just make it sexy. There's a way to do it in a sexy manner.
Sexify it.
Just
Bona
ditch it
fide,
out, like,
sexify
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
You can do this,
I don't know
girl.
about you.
We love Lizzo.
I know what you mean. I also have those days when I'm like, okay, I'll wear something and it's showing too much fat because I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not perfect.
But Vida, we love you because you're such a queen also of body positivity. Like, you give it to us on social media. You're just like, yes.
Embrace your
Yeah.
body.
I work hard in the
Embrace
gym
it
to
and
see
just
it.
doing the whole thing. Yeah.
We do it. But, you know, the original concept for this, I drew this from pictures of some locals. So one of them was looking... I don't want to mention names because, I wouldn't want to get into that with people. One of them, they're comfortable in things that don't exactly compliment them. And this is the dress code you see them at most events. This is a public figure I'm talking about. No, not Dambisa, no. Not Dambisa, no. We could start there. We could start there, but no, it's not the house. So they're comfortable with that. They'll show up to events looking a certain way, and I'm like, okay, you left your house like this, and then people, and they're so, believe me, they look comfortable, and that's why I just wanted to know.
I know
like,
who you're talking about, but I won't mention that name she's a girl.
Yeah, so we'll keep it there. Anyways, I have posted this to my social media, and we got a couple of comments. Let's take a look at what people had to say.
David says, I like dressing how I'm comfortable because body type to us needs #big mola.
I didn't get how dressing for your body type costs more.
I can see where that comes from. Like, you have to spend a little bit more to get exactly really what you want for your body. I think it's true.
Yeah.
And Nancy says, in as much as we should dress in what we feel comfortable in, some clothes are not for everybody. It's disturbing for my eyes to land on a body wearing what doesn't seem fit for the body type. Dressing has to be understood. Yeah.
I agreed with Nancy.
Yeah, I think, it makes sense. It makes sense. Mule says, I think the first trick is to put on what fits you. No matter how expensive or good an outfit is, it doesn't be one who's seeing
Who's looking at.
That's true
Indeed.
also.
That is true. That is true. So those are the comments that we got of our social media. And remember, you can be a part of the conversation through the Mingotainment app. So you can send us a voice note if you want to. And also you can leave a comment on the live feed that's off Facebook right now. For the convo, we're discussing dressing comfortable versus dressing for your body type. We want to know what you think when you hear that. Now we're going to go on a short break, and when we get back, we get connecting with Lucy. She's in the building. Let's talk all about activism, girl empowerment activism.
What's a fine lady like you doing on this part of town?
I've got a flat tire and I'm late for a meeting.
Flat tire? Hiyo ni porridge. Porridge and shava.
What are you trying to do? Changing the tire all by yourself?
I was wondering the same thing.
Our sister wanted a black Lambo. Who does that?
Follow me.
Combat Energy Drink. Energy to conquer.
Mwaniwasha futi.
Zambia is for the Zambians. Only Zambians will develop this nation. And the youth, The youth is the backbone of every nation. The youth is the backbone of our economy. The youth is the backbone of the future of this country. Therefore, I want to see a Zambia where the youth is given skills, is educated, is guided, and is empowered.
Are you a Zambian youth aged 18 years and above, and like many, are in need of empowerment opportunities? Now here is your chance with the National Restoration Party, NAREP. The NAREP Youth Empowerment and Job Creation Plan 2020 and beyond invites you to apply. Send an SMS to these numbers. Type your full name, NRC number, your town, village or district, and a type of skill or qualification that you have, or your area of business interest. Opportunities are available in the following areas: business and entrepreneurship, agriculture, energy, mining, information communication technology, media production and film, health and construction. Opportunities are also available for those with skills such as plumbing, tailoring, electrical, mechanics, carpentry, and so many more skills.
There's no need to wait for 2021 to fix it. With NAREP, services to youths start now.
Don't wait for 2021 to get your lifetime achievement. With NAREP, Niso Manje. Zambia for Zambians.
Let's go into a world of taste and wonder, where homegrown natural ingredients burst with the flavor of real buttery love. From the skilled bakers at Amazon comes a fabulous shortbread biscuit baked to absolute perfection. Chelsea shortbread biscuits, made with real butter for that superb melt-in-your-mouth experience. Once you take a bite of Chelsea shortbread biscuits, you experience the wonder and magic that goes into the making of perfect shortbread biscuit. So take a bite and enjoy Chelsea shortbread biscuits from Amazon. We bake them better.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
To give you the taste of paradise, we mixed together the finest quality pineapples and the best coconuts and created the delightful blend of Coco Pina. The taste of paradise, a quality product of Californian beverages. Coco Pina.
Stay happier with DSTV's 2020. All you have to do is pay for your DSTV subscription and you get up to 42% discount. What's more, you get upgraded to the next package.
At what?
Just pay for your current package and get upgraded to the next package. With DSTV, even when times are tough, we got you.
For you, I can do anything.
Now, that's 2020. DSTV. Feel every moment. T's and C's apply.
This is the life we chose, me. I'm Fumu. I think I need some energy. Pass me a kung fu. Scratch that. Pass me a kung fu. Pass me a kung fu, bro. Show me power, show me kung fu. And that's why I can see your power deep inside. If you really wanna do it, you know you can fly. No excuse, no apologies, do you? Show me what you got, unleash your power, kung fu.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
By empty square.
I'm a diamond. I'm a diamond. I'm a diamond, you know.
Welcome back to the Diamond Connection. Moving on with the show, we get straight into Female Crush. And our Female Crush is in the building with us. It's Lucy. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here. Let's get straight into it. You're a women's empowerment activist. Now, let's get started with how you got so passionate about pushing for women's empowerment.
Okay. my passion really draws from my background because I was raised in a home full of boys. I was not fortunate enough to be brought up by my mom. She passed on very early on, and my dad never remarried. So it was always that one gap that was never really fully filled. So as I grew older, I started feeling the need to draw towards women, and through that, a lot was amplified for me. You know, the discrepancies, the gap between the male and the female in all forms of life, in all sectors. And so that really just pushed me into, you know, having been more deliberate about learning more about women and the disadvantages that they face, as well as the opportunities that we have. And from there on, I sort of glued myself to networks like the Coopers Young Women's Network and more, you know, organizations that try to champion women's issues.
Yeah, it's very interesting that that's actually what sparked you to get into this. And on that same vein, you've actually been accredited for championing the education of young girls through an initiative called Mad About Girls. How did that initiative come about?
So it was a very interesting period of my life. Actually, I was on campus, and then we had a closure. And when I went back home, I live in Kafue, on the outskirts of Kafue, in an area called Kasaka. And I was really, you know, feeling very low and very down, and because I really didn't know what my future would be like, you know what I mean? So one day I met these little girls around my area, and I had a little chat with them. And from that, I discovered that there was really a lot that needed to be done. You know, this girl was in grade 7, but she couldn't even read and write. Yeah. And that really touched me, you know, because I'm there about crying about Unza and not being able to go to school. But then here is a girl who's, you know,
who has never been to school at all.
So disadvantaged, you know, and so much, you know, so much passion, the desire to be in school, to do better. And so I sort of took them on. You know, I didn't have much. I literally used the books that I used from primary school, and I set up a little tuition center of some sort. And I say teaching them the A's and the B's, and you know, and these are almost teenagers, you know, 6 to maybe 15, 14 years old. And it was amazing the kind of impact the initiative had within a space of 2-3 months. You know, these girls were able. I even had a situation whereby even the headmaster would come over to my house and say, "Hey, listen, we know these girls. We know their performance hasn't been so good, but ever since you started this has been working." And it was amazing to see just how much. So much of an effort could, you know, bloom into something that's so big. Yes. And it made me realize that no matter where you are in life, you always have something to give. You know, and from there, it's, of course, I had to move back to campus and continue with my studies and whatnot. But I have tried, you know, in my own capacity. Once in a while, I do send over some stuff, or I you know, just try to keep in touch and to motivate them. And I also, you know, have channeled that passion and energies into the Coopers Young Women's Network, you know, to just try and keep girls in school, you know, because at the end of the day, education is our passport out. So
have you had more people from Kafue try to join, be a part of the initiative? In just when you're not around, they do that for you, help the girls with learning and everything?
No, not yet. But the idea is, the vision actually behind it is to have girls who leave secondary school, and you know, the gap year, what we call the gap year, the year between secondary school and uni. So we want to also cater to the older girls, you know, occupy them with relevant activities. So the idea is to round up resources and sort of train those high school leavers. So because it's basics, A, B's and C's, you know, fractions, sets, you know, simple basic science. Anyone who's been through the education system knows that. So the idea is to have those girls meet up with the younger girls who are not so privileged to go to tuition centers and, you know, during the holidays and even after school hours, to be able to access that extra education. Yes, so that's a project that we're trying to spin, and we are hoping we can have a lot of volunteers within the area and also within Lusaka, really. It's not just for Kafue, but it's also something that we can do for Lusaka.
No, I can imagine if these girls are, they don't really know how to read and write yet. I can imagine the homes where they're coming from. Then obviously the mother is in the same shoes.
The
The
position,
mom,
yeah.
she's in the same position. She can't read or write. But are they still in support of that, or do they also have an interest in learning to read and write like their kids are?
You'll be really amazed at how the world, our society, our African societies have really opened up to the possibilities of education. Things have changed, you know. It's not the way it once was, where the boy child goes to school first. It's like people have seen from, you know, children of other families, that girls that have gone forward, and the girls are actually the ones coming back with the milli meal, coming
the
back
family,
with the resources, you know. So a lot of people are actually more aware that actually pushing a girl forward is very beneficial for the family. It's almost like it's securing not just the family but a generation, because this thing has a way of trickling down all the way to the grassroots. And the parents that I personally have come in contact with are very much willing to push their children forward, you know, to have them into enroll them into programs, have them do these activities, you know, because they have realized the importance of sending a girl to school, and as well as preoccupying her space and her time with more relevant activities that prevent, you know, unwanted pregnancies, you know, diseases, and, you know, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Wow, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Now, you mentioned Coopers a couple of times, so let's talk about the role that you play with Coopers. Now, you also take part in organizing the Coopers Conference, which is a big event.
Yes.
What goes into organizing such a big event?
Oh, wow. First of all, Coopers is a young women's network. We champion empowerment, and we try to inspire as many women as possible to be better, and we do motivate positive behavior change. So we have so many activities throughout the year, but one of our biggest activities is what we call the Coopers Conference. Last year we had over 750 girls from all walks of life come together in one place, and we had amazing speakers speak you know, inspirational stuff into our lives. So really the secret behind the whole glitz and glam is service, really, you know. Being available. I think that's the first thing that for me is paramount. Just be available, be relevant, and because there is so much, you know, resources, putting together resources because it's not cheap around here to push such events. You know, being able to mobilize resources, being able to really understand what the needs are, because you just can't, you know, pick and choose for the youth exactly what they think. You need to understand what are their needs, what's the gap that we're trying to fill in here. Yeah, so mostly it's just running with the cause, you know, being sold into because believe you me, without passion you can't really move anything forward. Yeah, so I think what it takes really is service, just being available. Lady Norena always says something that's really profound. She says, if you cannot serve, then leadership is, if service is beneath you, then leadership is not for you. Because if you're not able to serve, if you're not able to move up and down, you know, be the one to carry the bags, be the one to scrub the floors, be the one to pick up the chairs when we are starting and when we are ending, then really you can't really be the leader that you want.
Aim to be.
Yeah. You have to scrub some floors first before you can actually sit up there.
Sit at the top. Yeah, and that is just so true. That's why they always say that even when you become a manager, you can't be able to lead your team and say you do that and you do that if you haven't gone through that same that same structure of building. So it's quite important. It's quite important.
Yeah, it really is. No, and one more thing I would like us to talk about is because you're a mentor also, that's with Coopers, yeah?
Yes.
You do mentor girls there. I want us to talk about the theme for Youth Day. So yesterday was Youth Day with the theme Take the Lead. What do you draw from that theme when you hear it? And how are you taking the lead?
I feel like that's a cry from our society for, you know, it's almost like a desperate cry, like, hey, listen, because majority of the population is the youth, you know, and when someone, it's like someone, you know what you're supposed to do, but you're simply not doing it. And then someone is pleading with you, like, you know, take the lead, please, you know, take the lead. And that's exactly what I feel society globally actually is trying to tell us, because we are very relaxed and we procrastinate a lot as youths. And time is going before us. You know, before you know it, we'll be in 2050 and we'll be asking each other, where did all the time go? What have we done? And I feel like there's a lot we need to do as youths, all of us, because we've come such a long way, and we've been equipped with all these tools that I feel we are not fully utilizing. And the tools that we are utilizing, we are really not using them for the fulfillment. Yes, because you see a lot of cyberbullying, you see a lot of gossip, you see, you know what I mean, even the social media that we have, the phones that we have, it's a gift that past generations have given unto us. But I feel we are wasting that. And that's exactly what we
don't really know how to move it into the future in a positive way.
Yes. We're not deliberate. We're not deliberate about learning, you know, learning how to be better, learning how to how to create something that is tangible, something that the generations that are coming before us can use. We are just literally sitting there. Because leadership, honestly speaking, is influence. Because that's all it is, influence. But we need to ask ourselves, every post I put on social media, what influence am I sending out?
What does it mean?
Yes, you know, for what
you
cause
really have to be conscious of it.
Yes, it's and for me the magic word in this tech lead is being deliberate. We just really need to be deliberate about our actions. When on Sunday, you know, be deliberate about your Monday. On Monday, be deliberate about your Tuesday and your Wednesday. You know, trying to plan ahead, trying to involve ourselves with causes that actually guarantee a really good future, where when we look back 50 years from now, we say, we did that. You know, we are from that generation that actually gifted you with that. Now you run, you know, passing on the baton and saying, okay, I have run my race. There you go.
Thank you so much for that one, Lucy. We'll end on that note. We're so glad that you came through to the Diamond.
Thank you for having me.
And we wish you all the best. I mean, with the Women's Network and the Women's Empowerment, and any time that women have to stand in the forefront and take the lead as the mandate has been given to the youth. I think it's so important for women mostly, because in as much as the youth are the majority right now, women even more so. So we're always going to champion that here.
Oh, thank you so much.
So this has been Lucy on our Film Crush. Today we've been taking the lead and everything to do with women empowerment. Now we're going to go on a short break for the news in 60 seconds, and on the other side we get connecting with K Third, so you have to stick around.
This is the taste of Africa. Revin Products, 100% juice. High juice. Juice, the taste of Africa.
Juicy is manufactured by Revin Zambia Limited of Ndola.
Alright, listen up! You know how they say laughter's the best medicine? Well, it's also timeless. Like these grown-ups taking a trip down memory lane. Maybe not so grown-up. I've also heard people saying that life is a comedy to those who think like a man. See what I did there? Stay connected for more hilarious moments all the way from Swamp World. Aren't they the cutest? We're here to keep you laughing your apples off. Go TV. Live it, love it.
Milk.
I'm supposed to test these three, and I'm supposed to choose which one is better, right?
Milk is milk, I mean.
I think there's a difference. I think E the best. I'll go with blue. I love this one. This is my favorite.
It's sweet.
It's
satisfying, I should say.
makes my throat relax.
More richer. This is how milk is supposed to taste.
That's excellent. I don't even know the name, but I love it.
Wow. I didn't know it.
Twin cow. No wonder.
Twin cows. Twin cows.
Wow, the packaging is so nice, eh?
Double the cows, double the taste.
Twin cows. Yummy.
Twin Cows full cream long life milk. Taste the difference.
Trade Kings, improving lives. Get ready to step it up with GoTV. Step up your entertainment with GoTV.
How does this work? You need to listen to me.
Pay your account now and we'll upgrade you to the next GoTV package. Don't wait. Pay now and step up to more for the whole family.
That's exactly what I want.
GoTV. Live it, love it.
There is a core belief at the heart of Liquid Telecom. The belief that every individual has the right to be connected. The pursuit of this vision has seen us build the largest independent fiber network in Africa. From Cape to Cairo, we are connecting more of Africa. Liquid Telecom, building Africa's digital future.
We're diving in deep this March, flexing our muscles to give you a great viewing experience. Let's do this. Put your big girl pants on and forge your own path.
This is the first check I've ever gotten.
You know how many people would kill to be a gram?
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Hostile conditions, huh? Brush it off. Stay connected to GoTV for shows that will get you pumped up. We're going all in this March. GoTV. Live it. Love it.
Masuwa ya sopano muzafuasisa manje na vishala vyemutaya masuwa na vimbuzi vamanzi ndiye pamene nizachoka nopita ponse.
Sungani umoyo wabanja lanu chitani connect kuli masuwa pipe ya sopano yaba Lusaka Water and Storage Company osaponyelamo vishala.
Taking food before washing after changing diapers. This is tantamount to dangerous cooking. Tawaishiwa tama James ya nomba fibondo. Tayapwala ngama James yakale. Manja mako tuma James tuchachabe pate after pate. That's why Funko Sambila na hygienic soap. Ili na active silver technology wambele. Soap with technology. Osapapi!
Police, madam.
Go and hygienics and kurukuta her right now.
You are under Samba in the laws of hygienics.
Hygienic soap is a powerful antibacterial soap with active silver technology formulated to kill 99.9% of germs.
Hygienic soap. You are safe in our hands.
Are you ready to win big? Get into the game for real with a sport betting app shaking Zambia. CastleBet. Visit www.castle.bet to play. Call now or WhatsApp on 0969 966 599. CastleBet offers fast, instant payout as soon as the final whistle blows. Cash out winnings instantly via MTN or Airtel Mobile Money or FNB ATM. Get into the game wherever you are. In the office, at the bar with friends, or even at home watching TV. Win 800,000 kwacha on any game thanks to the CastleBet app. You can even bet live during the match as you watch the game on TV. Join online in less than 30 seconds by visiting www.castle.bet or call or WhatsApp on 0969 966 599. Mwai wako.
All right, so welcome back to the Diamond Connection. Now, of course, we are connecting with Kefed, and he is coming from
Horama Arts Photography. Horama Arts Photography. What did you say it means?
It means staring at the vision.
That's
staring
in Greek, right?
at the vision.
Yes, the Greek word.
Horama.
Yes.
What is you said it's staring at a vision.
Yes, staring at a vision.
And you said it's Greek.
It's Greek.
What inspired it? So why not, a local word? Like, where's Horama coming from?
I know, since I do photography, so I had to look for a word which suits my work.
There was no local word?
No. You have to be unique. Yeah, so we just had to look for a word.
Is laka.
No.
She can even sue you.
I'm telling you, laka is laka.
Since I'm always behind the camera, so...
Yeah. No, but it makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. And, well, you've been doing photography for a while now. When did you get started? And maybe also if you could let us know what inspired you to get into photography.
Actually, I got introduced to photography by a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually worked together. I just said he didn't make it. Yeah, that was way back in high school.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I used to do that. Okay, that time we can't call it photography. That time he was a camera person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so most of the times I used to be with them taking pictures. Mm-hmm. So he introduced me, taught me how to use a camera. And then after high school, I went on a long break, went to school. Then after I completed school, then we decided, okay, let's now...
What were you in school for?
I was doing journalism.
Journalism?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it must take some very powerful shots. Do you go out and take, like, candid photos of maybe news photos that you could sell? Because I know those also can be big buck photos.
Yeah, and I'm planning to do that. Mm-hmm. But at the moment, I'm usually doing most of studio work.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, as you're talking about doing studio work, we've just been seeing some of your images flashing across the screen. Many photographers have got their own signature style of photography. They all have their certain thing that they do. Yeah, that's a very beautiful picture. What would you say is your style of photography?
Okay, as for Horama Arts Photography, we are so much into commercial photography in portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we don't usually do weddings and events. Yeah, so we have a couple of companies that we work with, like Ambassador Wine.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't give out.
Yes, we have a deal with Ambassador Wine. Then we also do some pictures for Tiloa.
I'm telling you, my friend.
Yes,
you don't need to advertise the brand.
Yes, so mostly it's just about advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the most pictures we do.
Okay.
Yes, and I like right now I was in talks with Bobby East. Yes, I want to be the XYZ official photographer. Yeah, because I believe as an artist you need a specific person to be shooting you. You can't be just getting this one, that one, because it will be the work is. Yeah, it's better you work with one person.
I've always actually thought, that it's so good for a brand when an artist has got that one photographer
the consistency
in photos, who knows how to capture them. You build a relationship with a photographer who knows how to get you.
Yeah, so the first project I did with Bobby East, he was doing this advert for GoTV app. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw those photos. Yeah, I'm the one who took those photos. Yeah, so he came home. We had a chat, and we're just finalizing things.
Okay. Let's talk about, the competition in the industry. What is that like? I mean, you've got very powerful photographers, B-Cry. Oh my gosh, how did the list of names? I know quite there's Ian. Who else?
Tony.
Chella, Tony. Yeah, so how's the competition like, amongst you guys as photographers?
Amongst us, As for the Zambian, I wouldn't say we have a photography industry in Zambia. We only have individuals who do photography. Yeah, I'm sure you understand by that. So
Explain to me,
competition.
because for me that is an industry.
Yes. So okay, there's music industry, but there's no photography industry. There's only us individuals who do photography. So in terms of competition, I don't think there's any competition because we don't have an industry. So at the moment, it's like we just do our own.
It's to each
work.
their own.
Yes.
So what are you photographers doing about it then? Wouldn't you want, to...
Yeah, that's what I've been praying for. Maybe the government can, the Ministry of Arts can open, maybe
a sector,
a sector
specifically for visual arts.
Yes, because we don't have that right now in Zambia. So competition-wise, I don't think there's much of a competition. Yes.
Now we were talking as Malama was talking about the list of photographers. One of your fellow photographers has been in the news a lot lately. Our dearest Chela, making a lot of waves. Making a lot of waves. What I really want to ask is, how do you think that affects the fraternity of photographers? I mean, this drama that he's been involved in. What's your take on it, first of all, and how do you think it affects your reputation as photographers, as when you see your fellow photographer getting involved in that kind of situation? And do you have any advice for him?
I think that's his personal life. Yes. Yeah. So despite whatever happened, I don't think his work was affected in any way. In fact, whatever he was doing has just made his page shoot. I'm sure you've noticed that his platform has grown. So it could be, maybe it was just he just wanted to do something. Something like publicity stunt. Yeah, but in terms of affecting us as photographers, I think we need to be very careful what we post on the media. Yes, and I feel his pain because I also face the same, like we photographers, because we work with women a lot. So every time you're shooting women, people think you sleep with them. So obviously he was just trying to prove a point, but he went to the extremes. He wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah. Yes. That really dented his image in some way, but his work was not affected. Yes, he's still doing his work. People are still hiring him. So I wouldn't say his work was affected in any way. But just his image, because like a lot of us look up to him, because he's the only person in Zambia who's really done it big. So when I saw that, I really felt bad. I was like, this is the person I look up to, and now this. Yeah, but I spoke to him. Yeah, we had a chat. I spoke to him. He was like, it's a good thing that he's apologized publicly. Yes.
But how do you deal with rumors? You being a photographer, being surrounded by different women, how do you manage to deal with rumors of Kefred, obviously? Be dating
people always talk. So like I can't just take whatever people say. If you want to know the truth, it's better you get it straight from me. So I wouldn't mind if people are talking bad about me, spreading rumors, as long as what they're saying is not what I'm doing. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yes, they can talk.
Okay, so let's bring it back to you said you went to school for journalism.
Yeah.
So has that been a passion? Why did you get into journalism if photography was what you really wanted to do?
Okay, like I've always had a passion to work for TV or radio. Yes, so that's why I went for that program. Yeah. I did my certificate. Yeah, the time I completed, I was working for TV2. I think that time it was just being opened. Yes, so I worked there for, I think, 6 months. Yeah, then I had to stop work because due to change of government, the PF, when they came into power, they told us, no, you have to go and upgrade. And then I was just new in the system. I didn't have much fun, so I couldn't go back to school. So I just had to find something to do to keep me busy. Yeah, so since even in school, I did photojournalism. Yeah, so I was like, let me just continue working with the camera.
And then now just parlayed into it as being less of journalism and more of an art.
Yes, yeah, but I've always had a passion for TV.
Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. But what are also some of the challenges you face, as a photographer in this country?
Most challenges, I would say, from the ladies, like, they're very difficult when it comes to payment.
Wow.
Yeah, ladies love free stuff. Yeah, so that's the more reason why I don't really take photography for events. Yeah, someone hires you, you go shoot their birthday party, their wedding, you deliver the work, in the end, payment becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Yes, so that I always try to avoid.
And as you say that as you say that it's an industry, quote unquote, which is unregulated and just has like no structure yet.
No, we don't
so
have.
you really need to make you need bang for your buck,
Yes. So I think the government should really look into that.
Okay.
And speaking of people who you shoot, you said you don't like shooting women because they like free things. But in that respect, what would be your dream job? Who haven't you shot? Who you would love to shoot? What's your ideal scenario for a shoot that you haven't done? What's your dream shoot?
I think for now, my biggest dream is to get a chance to shoot the president. If ever that's going to be possible.
Why the president?
What do you mean why the president? I mean, who would want to not to shoot the president?
Would it shock you? I wouldn't want to take a.
No, I mean that
to take a photo of the.
That would be a plus for my work. That would be a plus for my work.
That's,
yes.
You see,
that would
those
be
are the
bonus.
answers I'm looking for. Because I
Yes.
personally, I wouldn't even want a selfie with the president.
Yes,
so I would like to know why you would want to shoot the president.
Yes. There was a time when okay, I'm not so much into politics.
You get affiliated as to
Yes,
one side.
I thought maybe I might be limited in
very
some way,
tricky.
so that's why I had to turn down those offers.
Wise decision.
Yeah, it could have been a very wise decision. But I mean, as we get to wrap up, the theme for
I'm less than 35, so yes, I am. Yes, I am. Taking the lead. I think just the phrase itself, I think it's clear enough. We as youths, we are supposed to be innovative. We are supposed to be hardworking. We're not supposed to be really depending on the government to provide jobs for us. So I think it's high time that even my fellow youths started shunning away from bad vices. Yeah, I know the biggest problem we have right now in Zambia is beer drinking. Yeah, and that's really destroying our community a lot. And the most affected are the youths because there are no jobs. Yeah, but anyway, wherever you go, people still complain about jobs. But you just have to find something to do. You can't just really rely on the government. That's why people like us, we've just taken a step. I think it's not time to be dormant. We need to take action as youths. Yes.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much. We were just trying to solicit for a free photo.
Here she is. You found her.
Actually, I was going to talk about that. I was going to talk about that.
We are here.
You found
Yes,
her.
I was going to talk about that. Yes, yeah. So it's a good thing that you've asked.
Yes.
Yeah, because I already offered him a shot. It's just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to do a shot.
I think we should do like a trio shoot. You know?
we should
No
do
problem.
One
Yeah.
day,
Let's just
Kuni,
since
myself.
I'll be traveling, but I should be back maybe in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll sort ourselves out.
So
for
let's
when you're
just
back.
arrange for that shoot.
Fix
I'm
ourselves,
sure people
pluck,
are eager.
whatnot.
Yeah,
They're
you
eager
know?
to see how the shoot will go. Yeah, but yeah, we'll do that shoot when it comes
I
back.
think it would be a lot of fun. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here with
We've
us.
gotten a present for the weekend.
I
Are you
know.
happy?
You know me, freebies.
Yeah, I think just appearing on your show, you guys, it's a present enough for me.
Oh,
Yes,
bless
yeah.
your heart, Kevin.
Yes,
Bless,
yes, yes.
bless
Yeah,
your
so
heart.
for all those who would love to like our page on Facebook, it's Horama Arts
Can
Photography.
you spell Horama for the people?
HORAH
Okay.
Arts Photography. Then on Instagram at Horama Arts Photography. Then my Facebook handle is Kefed Mlenga. Then Instagram is Kefed Pink.
Okay, thank you so
Nice
much.
one. Thanks so much, Kefat, for coming through.
Yeah.
It's really been a
We
pleasure.
appreciate it.
It really has been. Now, of course, so much has happened over the week, and well, coming up is Wow, where we get to lead you into some of the interesting conversations. But we're going to be talking a lot of Corona today. I can assure you that. But much more is coming up, so stay tuned because there's more right here on the Diamond Connection.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I don't care if they know the truth about how much I care for you. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. There's nothing I wouldn't do.
Show some love to your fabrics with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder with powerful dirt-fighting enzymes and special color protection. Whiter whites and brighter colors. Fabrics love Boom.
Zambia is internationally recognized because it has been a beacon of peace since 1964. The cornerstone on which this country is birthed is the motto, One Zambia, One Nation. Sadly, this once peaceful country is now exhibiting hate upon itself. Some of the citizens have become a menace to society. Ritual killings, gassing, rioting, and instant justice mob is now the order of the day. This is why Diamond TV has commenced a campaign called Diamond TV Peace Campaign, where our heroes will come and share messages of peace. Join in the campaign at hashtag Diamond TV Peace Campaign so that you and I can help Zambia restore the peace that we once enjoyed.
Batata, you're here. I thought you said lunch.
Oh, come on, my son. I cannot wait to see my first ever grandson.
As a young modern wife, entertaining my Wapongoshi was always a mini nightmare. But today, I'll treat them to a special traditional secret. Tata, Maya, Moisen.
Oh, thank you very much, my daughter. Thank you very much. This Bemba woman really knows how to prepare this chibwantu. Exactly like from southern province. Please give me some more.
Times have changed, but some things in life shouldn't. Introducing Amasip Sip Chiwantu traditional maize drink. Traditional taste that has stood the test of time.
Ah, last time I had such nice chibwantu was at home. Prepared by my mother,